ESPN First Take is presented by Bass Pro Shops.
You say you made it, I can gauge if you did it. You doing something right when Stephen A is your critic. And Skip Bayless going crazy as his opposition. They pulling up your statistics, now they got the world's attention. They just want to see, can your name be carried as a champion? Hey, Carrie Champion, I know a bad game gon' give me a bad name on the show for a day, but I love this game. See, I don't fear that, I play with my heart. You can find me where the cheers at, pointing to the 300s where the beers at, where I used to sit with the United Center with a Bears hat. I don't fear that. Let's talk sports, it's that everyday barbershop conversation. They just break the ice with the statements. They talking numbers and character. We don't care about no carrot diamond or haircut unless it's your high top. Catch me with 3 stripes laced on my feet, right? Shooting corner threes and catching lobs. Jumped out from seat height. I'm going for the win. Yeah, it's only for the win. Don't worry about my craft if you bleach your skin. This is First Take for breakdowns of any play, any player, any team, anytime, any day. This is First Take, breakdowns of any play, any player, any team, anytime, any day.
I don't believe this game is going overtime. I'd say Cleveland 99, Golden State 91.
Final score here in Game 3. The Cavaliers 96, the Warriors 91.
First Take, every word great. Direct and produce verse, check out that word play.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. They're yelling deli. They're yelling deli. He's not on the show. Good morning, Cleveland. You deserve this celebration. They know it. Skip Bayless, I feel like they deserve this celebration. They are
do.
2 games away. Feasibly, just 2 games away. Congratulations on your win last night. Thank you guys for showing up in the rain to be here today. We appreciate you.
Were they chanting Carrie or Deli?
I believe it was was it Deli? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Deli. Or Carrie. On behalf of Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith, I'm Carrie Champion, and this is First Take. Thank you for being here. Obviously on the show today, we want to tell you who we have. Joe Hayden, your Cleveland Browns. And former teammate, 2-time champion Norris Cole will be here. Of LeBron's, former teammate of LeBron's. He'll explain why LeBron is doing so well. He has some insight that we just don't know. Skip Bayless, did you want to address the crowd before we get started?
I want to get to the question because I can't wait to talk about what I witnessed last night.
What did you witness? Oh, I see the pun there.
Yeah.
All right. What about you?
The fans came out to see First Take.
No, let's get to it.
I'll do my talking then.
All right, let's get to it then. All right. Okay, so Cavs with the 2-1 series lead. LeBron with 40 points, ladies and gentlemen, last night to take his total to 123 points over 3 games. The Warriors never had a lead at any point in the game. The combination of LeBron and Deli, too much. LeBron and Deli, listen to that. Entirely too much for Golden State, who tried to make a push at the start of the fourth, but it was just not enough. LeBron or Deli scored or assisted on 78 of the Cavs' 96 points. So, Skip Bayless, was it more about the Cavs winning or Golden State losing?
First of all, allow me to say, was I ever wrong about last night? In the end, I thought the Cavs won because of what they did. And first of all, and foremost today, I want to pay tribute to King James, who has had a history of some shaky late-game free throw shooting. And I have pointed out that history occasionally on this show. I want to pay tribute because he stepped to the line. He stepped up to the line, the free throw line, with 27 seconds left, and again with 16 seconds left. And he made all 4 huge clutch free throws. And all 4 of them were no doubters. They didn't trickle in. They didn't sort of grease in. Nope. He swished all 4 of them. And way to go, King. I respect the heck out of that. But obviously, the King was greatly aided once again by that little man named Delly. Thank you.
You got them started.
I know. I didn't mean to set him off. And Delly made, once again, the play of the night. With 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go, I thought LeBron had gone a little passive, and all of a sudden it's just a 1-point game, and Delly goes and 1 off the glass. And as Steph said after the game, that was a huge turning point in the game because it sort of reversed the flow, got the crowd back into the game. And once again, Delly saves another day. But now for my big picture point. In the end, big picture, I thought last night was more about what the Warriors didn't or couldn't do in the first 3 quarters. Because I never in my wildest dreams thought I would watch an offense that averaged 110 points during the regular season turn into an offensive, very offensive, I might say, basket case of an offense. Do you realize that Golden State had 37 points at halftime, and Klay Thompson this year in a game in January against Sacramento scored 37 in 1 quarter by himself? Think about that. 37 at halftime. One man scored 37 in 1 game by himself. 55 through 3 quarters. And I told you yesterday, I thought Delly would have Steph's number for 3 quarters, but that Steph would figure him out in the 4th quarter. And did Steph ever figure him out? But it was too little too late, because I thought Steph's 3 killer late turnovers ended up taking Golden State out of their rally. So in the end, I pay tribute to LeBron and obviously to Dellavedova. But Stephen A., big picture, I thought it was more about what the Warriors could not do.
Well, definitely it has something to do with what the Warriors couldn't do, but I think it's more importantly what they're not doing. And need I remind you, not to toot my own horn, but you looked at me like I was a psychopath when I told you that the Warriors would be held to 91 points. I believe that was the exact number I picked.
He did.
That's what they scored last night.
You actually gave them too much credit.
91 points.
Well,
you were talking about they're going to be held to 91 points.
But how lucky were they?
And that's what happened.
Steph Curry makes, what, 5 threes in the 4th quarter to get him to 91?
Well, the final score is the final score. I didn't tell you how it was going to happen. I just told you what was going to happen.
You are a genius.
Yeah, well,
I admit it on TV.
You
are a genius.
You shouldn't sit there and say, don't call me a genius. Stephen Naismith will do just fine.
That's fine.
But here's the deal. In all seriousness.
It ain't over yet.
Well, I talked about 1 game. That's all. But in all seriousness, let's look at this and analyze it for what it is. LeBron James is absolutely terrific for the most part. 40, 12, and 8 is what it is. Delly was absolutely sensational for those first 3 quarters in terms of how he pestered Steph Curry, and he deserves a lot of credit. I'm not going to give him as much credit as you did for that 3-point play, because good Lord, luck did play a significant role.
Really? You're just, I don't know about that.
He lost control of the ball, threw it up there.
So you didn't think he was calling glass on the play? I thought he shot it off the backboard.
I thought it was basketball's equivalent of a Hail Murray. That's what I thought.
Really?
Okay.
Are you guys accepting that from him? I don't think so. I didn't think so.
I know this much. Y'all better not join in with him interrupting me during my time of talking. I let you speak.
You are a genius. That's enough for one day.
The reality is that I thought that particular shot was lucky. But for the most part, he played a very effective game, and he deserves a lot of credit for that. Here's where things get very, very interesting for me, Skip. I'm looking at the Golden State Warriors, and for 3 quarters, I couldn't tell whether Steph Curry was disinterested or flat out petrified. I could not believe what I was watching. I could not believe that there was such an absence of aggression. And I was shocked. I was just stunned. I started tweeting about it. I cannot believe what I'm watching. And then he came alive before. I said, okay, now this is the Steph Curry that I know. At least somebody who is in attack mode. I know that Tim Legler went on SportsCenter and said that, opportunities were created for Steph Curry. He didn't take advantage of them. Skip, listen, Steve Kerr, Alvin Gentry, and all of these boys know far more basketball than me. I didn't see it. I didn't see any adjustments. I see Steph Curry having to work entirely too hard for every shot he takes. And I don't see the adjustments being made by the Golden State Warriors to do anything about it. I look at Harrison Barnes and Draymond Green. Combined, 2 starters on your front line, 2 for 18. Very John Starks-like.
Wait, did
for crying
Harrison
out
Barnes
loud.
play last night?
Let me tell you right
he
now.
on the floor?
Harrison Barnes is a talent. We like him. I'm only talking about last night's performance. Yep. He should be ashamed of himself.
He should be.
That he's too talented to go 0 for 8. Yeah. That's just embarrassing. And Draymond Green, who's one of my favorites, I believe in him. And even though I don't think he's a max player, I think he's a quality player. You know how much I love my man Tom Izzo. He's the best in college basketball. He's one of the best in college basketball. He's my favorite.
Yep.
And this man played for him. I am a Draymond Green fan. I'm going to look Draymond Green in the camera and I'm going to pose a challenge to him right now. My brother, you are costing yourself money with each passing game because nobody is going to give him the money he's coveting in the offseason but Golden State. And with each passing game, he is showing that David Lee should be the one in the starting lineup instead of him, or they should be playing together because Bogut gives you nothing offensively. Bogut gives you something defensively, rim protector, etc. But offensively, he is as bogus as it gets. It's just that simple. So now here we are with all of that. And I'm looking at this, and I'm shocked that we're in this position, not in terms of the 2-1 deficit, but how we've gotten to this point. LeBron James, with a sidekick known as Matthew Dellavedova, is beating the best team in basketball all year long. And Thursday night's Game 4 is Game 7 for the Golden State Warriors. They don't win tomorrow night. There is no way they are winning this series. This is what it's about right here. It's just that simple. It's just that simple.
I am with you about what I saw in the first 3 quarters. Now, I'm going to give Delly some credit. I thought he got in Steph's head in the first 3 quarters.
You might be right about that.
And maybe Steph got mad in the 4th quarter because he just started firing at will, which is when he's at his best. But Steve Kerr deserves a lot of blame for this, both as you suggest on offense, and then I brought this up on the show yesterday. I heard Tim and several analysts bring it up after the game. They are letting LeBron James control the pace by walking the basketball up the floor and then basically walking his defender down into the lane. And we all know what happens when LeBron James gets into the paint. Bad things happen to him. He's living in the paint.
Y'all, listen, I don't know whether it's Bank of America or somebody else. He got a mortgage in the lane, sitting there. He's paying mortgage every game with it. I mean, he is living in the lane. And Golden State is doing nothing about it. And here's the thing, throw different looks at him. I'm not saying that you trap him all the time, because with LeBron, he's basically Magic that can score points, okay? He's a Magic Johnson with the ability to score like he can. And I'm just looking at the Golden State Warriors, and I'm like, do something different. Give him a different look. Trap 1 minute. Throw a different man on him the next. Disrupt his rhythm. Do something other than letting him do what he wants to do, because when you throw the same thing at LeBron James, it doesn't matter how great it is. If you throw the same thing at him, he will figure it out.
He already
has. No way. You have to throw something different at him. And the Golden State Warriors have been throwing the same medicine in his direction. And LeBron is sitting there going like, you know what? I've already figured this out, y'all. I don't get this. But I'm telling you, they've got to do something. I think trapping LeBron, throwing different defensive looks at him would be one thing.
Just make him get the basketball at least once.
Also, make Cleveland do something different defensively. When David Lee is in that game, David Lee is no shot blocker. He's no rim protector. But he will get his body in front of you, okay? But offensively, he's good in pick and roll situations. He can hit an elbow jump shot. He can attack the basket because he always rolls hard to the basket, and he forces you to pay attention. It's not an accident that Golden State's offense caught fire when David Lee was in the game. Because suddenly you can't just leave an Andre Iguodala alone, or leave an Andrew Bogut alone, or leave a Draymond Green alone. You got a lot of cats on Cleveland that were looking at Draymond Green and they respected him, but at the same time they look at him as somebody who opens his mouth, talks a little bit of smack, and they consider him a role player. So they're offended that a role player got so much lip. And what they said is, okay, you've been yapping all year long. Now show us what you have. We're going to take Curry away from this. Klay Thompson's only going to do but so much. We're going to force you, Draymond Green, to be the playmaker. And Draymond Green has not shown up. He is supposed to be Golden State's version of Matthew Dellavedova. And Matthew Dellavedova has completely outshined him in the Energizer Bunny role that Matthew Dellavedova has played for Cleveland. That is what Draymond was supposed to be doing for Golden State. He is not doing it. He is not showing up. And Harrison Barnes was so bad, he needs to forfeit his game check.
I agree.
I mean,
I agree.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, Harrison Barnes can play. He is a talent. To go 0 for 8 in the finals when they're daring you to do something with your talent, what in God's name is that about? I mean, Draymond Green has been bad, but Harrison Barnes has been absent. There is an APB out for Harrison Barnes' game. I cannot believe what I'm watching.
I'm not sure he was there last night.
I cannot believe what I'm watching.
He started on LeBron, trying to guard LeBron, and LeBron would just dribble by him like he was a mannequin, right?
Yeah, but the thing about it is, it's one thing for LeBron to be scoring on you, but when the Cleveland Cavaliers are stepping back and saying, show me what you got, with the talent that Harrison Barnes has, it is embarrassing how awful he was. He's got to show up for Game 4. Really. Seriously. He's better.